This activity is a great way for students to work collaboratively while they're in a School AI space. This is where they're going to learn about a topic, in this case, Martin Luther King Jr. And students are going to work in a group of 4. You'll see that their roles are summarizer, clarifier, questioner, and predictor. So students again are going to be in their own School AI space when you launch the space. But each student is going to let the chatbot know what role they're in. For example, this student is the summarizer. And in this role as the summarizer, they are then going to highlight all of the key points and information from this section. So as they're going through, they're going to summarize and be ready to share with their group. There's also a student who is the clarifier. This student is going to clarify any muddy points that might be taken apart. So they're going to think through concepts that might be unclear and really start to clarify them. This could also be vocabulary that might be a little bit more tricky. Another student might be the predictor, where they might be making predictions about different pieces of the space as they're going through it. They're going to be given different scenarios and they're going to have to make predictions of what this might look like along with those different connections. And we also have the questioner, where this student's going to be asking questions about the content that they're learning. As your students are working in this space, they're going to have 2 minutes as they're collaborating with Dot in the School AI space. After those 2 minutes, the teacher is going to come into that mission control and they're going to pause that space. So that way the students can no longer chat in that space. Students then are going to talk for about 2 to 3 minutes about what their takeaways were. They're going to share if they were the predictor, what were some predictions that were made. They were the questioner, what questions and answers did they receive? If they were the clarifier, what concepts did they make unmuddy? They're the summarizer, what were those key points and information that they took away? As students are working in this space together, they're going to make those connections as they're working through that School AI space and through those discussions. Once that 2 to 3 minute discussion is up, you're ready to resume that chat. Students go back into their space, but this time they choose a different role. So for example, if I was the summarizer, I am now the questioner. And they're going to let the space know that they're now the questioner. They're going to take on that new role that they are going into as they have 2 more minutes. Then if they are the questioner, they're going to be the clarifier. If they're the clarifier, the predictor is going to become the summarizer. You can keep going for as many rounds as you might need, or you can stop after those rounds and have your students have those discussions. And again, they're meaningful, they're diving deeper into the topic.